So I mentioned the Astray frame a few times on this channel. This is the red frame composite, metal composite. It's pretty cool. I like it, but that's not what I'm looking at today. I just wanted to give you a reference. Normal Astray looking. And then this guy, the Mars jacket. And I believe it was a Daban model. It's been quite a few years since I built this. I got it as soon as it came out because it's just so unique compared to every other Astray on the market. And you can tell it's an Astray, especially with the collars and the chest and the head. The limbs are different. They still have the Astray feel. Basically, this is for Mars, hence the name Mars jacket. However, it is a little thinner than the actual artwork of it, which is quite a bit chunkier, which I'm okay with. But it would have really been nice to keep the thin look and also give us the armor that goes on top, which is basically Gundam Seed's version of the Gelgu, because Seed was supposed to be a modern interpretation for 2004 of the original 0079 series. So it would have been nice to get that too, but I can understand, and maybe there wasn't. I'm assuming this is from a resin kit they added on and they didn't have the armor. It'd be interesting to see how that would work. I would assume that's why they made it thinner. I don't know. But it still looks really good. I like the design. I like all the new armor bits. I like how the head looks a little more armored up. V-fin I had to glue. I think it's the only part I glued on this entire kit. And every Astray frame in general that I can think of that's 1/100, you have to glue the V-fin on. It will not stay, at least in place. It might move, like it's because the way it's angled, it has to stick forward off the head some. So it always kind of acts weird. And I think the only stickers are the eyes on this thing. That's some nice chrome on the sheaths, but a little bit more. And its posability is essentially the Astray, because I think most of the inner most of the inner frame is the Astray master grade. So everything that was good with that kit is also good with this kit. Anything that might be a little wonky is a little wonky. I like the new side skirts too. They help with that outward motion. Although I find this guy, his hips, not thighs, his hips joint likes to loosen some. Nice bend though. I like these knees. I can see this being turned into their version of the civilian Astray that I've already looked at in high grade form. So yeah, it's nothing amazing. A little limited, but it looks cool, and it can do enough. But the cool thing, actually, before we get to the backpack, you do get a beam rifle. Now this is also different from the original. There's the original beam rifle, and here's the Mars jacket. And I think, because in the Wikipedia, it says that it has a beam halberd, is it? It's one with like a beam on each side, and I think that's what this gray bit is supposed to be. But there's no holes or any plug-in spots for beam effects, and it didn't come with any, so maybe they didn't know, and so they didn't include it. But I just assume that's what it is, because it, it comes off, and it looks like it could be held like a staff. And thankfully, the hands do hold okay. They didn't change the pegs in the hand, so the handle doesn't go all the way through, which would be way better. But it will hold the handle. Try to finish that sentence. But it doesn't take much to knock it off. But thankfully, it has enough of a hold. But if you tap it a little too much in like the wrong position, it will come off. But what I really like are these sheaths, because they're not just sheaths for the katanas, which you might as well look at them right now. They do kind of lock into place. You have this hinge. I swear this one also slides out. I can't remember, but it doesn't want to move, so we're not gonna go with that. And actually, this one doesn't want to come out. I don't know why. Maybe I put it in the wrong angle, but it's not coming out. So I'm going to do this one because I know it will come out. Beautiful chrome and very wiggly. A lot more thinner plastic than a Bandai. I don't think they're usually this flexible, but the chrome looks great, and both the gold and the silver. So while this is a sheath, apparently it's also a booster, and I assume that's what these are for. These little panels that open up to kind of replicate that. Either that, or it's for the other mode. There was the beam rifle, which is the beam cannon. So these have enough jointage to get under the arms. You can probably get them over the shoulders maybe, but I like under the arms. I think that's really nice. Yeah, that works for me. So I don't know. I feel these might not open for that. These might be for thrusters. I don't actually know. And you see the nice backpack there just connects to the normal Astray arm that's in the back. You can see that. And the katana, I guess I should mention, it does go and fit in the hand better than the beam rifle. Actually, it holds a lot better, probably because it's really thin, like they're very lightweight, which is why it's so flimsy, I guess. But yeah, this kit looks great. It's so different. Like I said, I would have loved to have the Mars jacket armor to go on top of it, because then I probably would have bought two, one for this mode and one for the more Gelgu looking mode. But just having these two side by side, they really look different, and it's such a cool idea, and I've never seen it again.